You approach the offseason, like what are the conversations you have with your agent, the team? What do you what do you do from here?
My agent, he gets paid good. He's one of the best in the business, and he's gonna do his job. And I got faith in him. And me, I'm just gonna relax and get the training and come back.
What do you want? What do you want?
Oh, you know what I want, man. It's self-explanatory.
You do know you're gonna get paid this offseason, right?
Oh yeah.
With a smile on your face.
Like a crossface, it's a dark place I roam. Ain't no right way, just the wrong way, I know. I problem solve with styrofoam. My world revolves around a black hole. This ain't black.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with a video where we're going to be talking about defensive tackle Daron Payne and how I personally am getting the vibes that he doesn't want to return with the Washington Commanders. So, without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers now. So please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already, as I'm trying to make this the fastest growing year that we has had since I've started this YouTube thing. So thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So like I said, Daron Payne is probably the number one priority on the Washington Commanders off-season list as far as re-signing him. Okay, they made it abundantly clear, that being Ron Rivera and Martin Mayhew, that they would like to have Daron Payne back. As re-signing him into a long-term contract. Now, with that being said, they didn't rule out the idea of a franchise tag. Obviously, they weren't going to show their hand in the exit meetings that they did have this past week. However, again, they didn't rule out the option that they wanted him back. Now, when you listen to Daron Payne speak on the topic of re-signing with this organization, to me, at least, and I made a community tab post about this, maybe I'm overthinking it, maybe I'm tripping or something like that, but the way he talks in his interviews, I don't get the vibe. I get the vibe that he doesn't want to be back here in Washington. Every time I hear him speak about his future here in Washington, I get the vibe that he wants to go somewhere else. You know, when a player wants to resign with the organization, okay, he makes it abundantly clear. He makes it abundantly clear. Like Jonathan Allen, like Terry McLaurin, like countless other athletes across not just the NFL, but sports world, period. If they want to resign with the organization that drafted them, they make that abundantly clear. Terry last year said, I want to be here. This is the organization that took a chance on me. You know, this is the team I want to be a part of. Same with Jonathan Allen. Daron Payne, not so much. And I'll try to put in clips of his exit interviews and stuff like that, locker room scrums. But when they're talking about his future, he really is just like standoffish about it. He's nonchalant. And I kind of get the vibe that he doesn't want to be here, because if he did, he would let it know. He would let it know now. Like, hey, Payne, do you want to be here? And granted, I haven't seen no media personnel ask that flat out, but still, they've asked questions similar to it that would have allowed for a response like this from Payne if he wanted to be here. And this is the team that drafted me. Of course, I would like to be back, but you never know, because this is a business. I'm gonna let my agent handle that. That right there, I would take. I would be like, okay, at least he has said something or showed some type of sign that he wants to be back. But he hasn't even said that. All he's saying is, yeah, y'all already know what I want. You know what I'm saying? What I want and what I deserve. And I'm just gonna go ahead in the off season and rest and get back to training. And not saying he's wrong at all for it. I definitely agree. He definitely deserves what he wants. However, I just don't get the vibe that he wants to come back to Washington. Now, I'm trying to find the page where it was where they were talking about Deron Payne and Ron Rivera press conference here or their press conference on Deron Payne. Let's see if I can find it here. So the Commanders have a plan to re-sign Deron Payne per Martin Mayhew. Payne is 25. He's set to enter free agency this offseason, but the Commanders intend to keep him in Washington. Deron is an important part of what we're doing here. This is from, I want to say Martin Mayhew. He says, Deron is an important part of what we're doing here. Great year this year, 11.5 sacks. The guy played outstanding football this year. He's always been disruptive. He's always been in the backfield. He's always been around the ball. Well, this was the first year he was finishing. Way more than he did. So he played outstanding football for us. It'll be difficult to move forward without him. Obviously, we have a plan, and we definitely want to get him back. I mean, you said Payne started in all 17 games this season, and recorded 64 total tackles, a career high, 32 solo tackles, 18 tackles for loss, a career high also, and 11.5 sacks, a career high also, and 1 fumble recovery and 5 pass deflections was also a career high. He set so many career highs this year. So he definitely deserves his money, right? And Payne's estimated market value is on a contract is $14.2 million per year. Now, take that with a grain of salt. He's not $14.2 million per year. He's way more than that. I mean, if you look back at Deron, I want to say, or Jonathan Allen, I want to say John Allen got paid $18 million, but we'll look at his contract this past season, or $14 million. Let's see what he got paid last year. Payne. He actually did get paid $14 million. He'll be making $14 million this season, right? So he definitely will be getting more than Jonathan Allen when it comes to that front. I'm hearing like 18 to 20 million for Payne, and I know y'all are probably like, bro, that's way too much. But you gotta understand the season that he's had, and also the market going up. But more of the story, today's video wasn't about if we wanted him back. Obviously, we know we want him back, right? It's, to me, and again, I could be reaching, but from listening to how he's speaking about the situation, it doesn't seem to me that he wants to be back. Now, I could be wrong, and I'm not. And if I am wrong, I'm not gonna be mad at it at all, because obviously I want Deron Payne back. But if we come back, months from now, because I don't think they're gonna get a contract done probably until the summertime. So if we come back, right before training camp starts and a long-term deal with Payne gets done, then I'm definitely gonna be excited about it. However, if Payne, that's if we franchise tag him, first of all. But if Payne hits free agency, I'm not gonna be surprised, because the way he's speaking is if he's speaking as if he has played his last down in Washington. Now, the only way we get to an opportunity to prolong this thing is if we franchise tag him now. Now, he can sign a franchise tag and he can play on it, this year, and then leave next year and milk us like Brandon Sheriff has did. And if I'm Deron Payne's agent, that's what I would do. Okay, honestly speaking, I'm thinking if I'm Deron Payne, I'm gonna sign that franchise tag this year, not sign anything long term, milk them for 20+ million this year, and then leave like Brandon Sheriff did the next year. Now, you're not gonna milk us for 2 straight franchise tags like Brandon Sheriff did. No, you're not gonna do that. I don't think that, even though this regime has made some stupid decisions, I don't think they're stupid enough to let Deron Payne milk them twice for 2 franchise tags back to back. So what I think is going to happen, if we want to keep him here and if he wants to be back, I think we're going to franchise tag him, okay, just to buy ourselves some time. And at worst, he'll be a franchise tag guy for us, okay, for our sake, for Ron Rivera and the fans' sake. But if I'm Deron Payne, And I know deep down inside, I really don't want to be back in Washington, but I don't mind spending one more year here, especially with the group of guys that I'll be playing with. And on top of that, I'm making, top dollar money because franchise tags is pretty much, a salary based on all of the defensive tackles combined, I believe. So he'll be probably making like $18 to $20 million for 1 year. He can milk us and then leave next year, 26 years old, and go sign a 4 or 5 year $84 million contract next year with another team. If that's how, I think that's how he's thinking, to be honest. And I don't know Deron Payne from a can of paint, but again, I'm only thinking like this because I get the feel, and I urge you guys. I'm going to try to put it in the video here, but I urge you guys, just look at his interviews throughout the whole year, and when he's asked about his future here in Washington, he hasn't made it certain that he wants to be back here. Again, this is the team that drafted him, right? But you got to think, what happened here? There's a lot of things that happen here. He doesn't really, in my opinion, hasn't seen eye to eye with the fan base. I can remember vividly last year. He got into it with, I think it was Protect Sports. Shout out to my man Tone. I think he got into it with Protect Sports. So he kind of doesn't see eye to eye with the fans. The Jonathan Allen situation, obviously. Payne's father getting into it last year. So obviously the organization and him, and I again, I could be wrong on this, but this is how I feel right now. Maybe he's tired of the organization. Like maybe for him and his family's sake, he wants to go try somewhere else where he can feel loved by the fans and stuff like that, right? But again, I'm just making this video simply for the fact that, in my opinion, based on today, it doesn't feel like he wants to be back. Like it doesn't seem like it, because again, if he did, he would go out his way to make it vividly clear that, yeah, this is the team that drafted me. I would love to be back. But I understand this is a business, so I'll let my agent handle this and we'll see how it goes. If he said that, then that would give me some confidence that he wants to be here long term. But since I haven't heard that from Payne, I get the feeling and just how standoffish and nonchalant how short his answers are when they're talking about his future here. I get the vibe that he doesn't want to be back. Now, let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section down below. Am I tweaking? Or am I on to something here? How do you feel about what Deron Payne's, status here for Washington as far as a re-sign long term? Again, I urge you to watch his press conferences because this is where I'm getting based off of how he's talking. Watch his press conferences here and tell me if you get the same vibe as me or not. You could definitely disagree with me. I'm all for it. Leave your comments and thoughts down below in the comment section. As always, me and Wangati, like, comment, subscribe, help to Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. I'm out. Peace.
Cost me one time, that's gonna get you pop. Get you pop, get you drop, slide on the one where they get you lost.